inhabitants. Italy had 60 million inhabitants on 1st January 2020. Italy has the first youngest population density in Europe, with the average of 199.68 inhabitants by kilometer surface. Italy is located in the center of Mediterranean Sea, in southern Europe. It occupies the Italian peninsula as well in the Panama Plain. The island of Sicily and Sardinia has 800 smaller islands. It's a member country of the European Union, whose form of the government is a parliamentary republic. It's a territory with its capital in Rome. Is divided in 21 regions, which in turn are made up in 106 provinces. Italian weather is generally continental, Mediterranean, and subtropical in character, which has considerable regional variations, firstly because of its considerable distinctions in latitude. Annual average in Milan of 25.0 Celsius grade in July and 1.4 Celsius grade in January, while in Palermo these averages are 29.3 and 30 Celsius grade respectively.
Limits with other countries, Italy borders on it, north with Switzerland and Austria, south with Ionian and Mediterranean seas, east with Slovenia and the Adriatic Sea, west with the Tyrrhenian, Ligurian and Mediterranean seas. Type of government politics is based on a republic parliamentary system with representative democracies since June 2, 1946, when the monarchy was abolished by popular referendum. Executive power is held by the Council of Ministers, which is led by the head of government, informally called the Prime Minister, one of the 5 most important positions of the country, along with the President of the Republic, President of the Senate of the Republic, President of the Chamber of the Deputies, and President of the Constitutional Court. Best known cities or regions and why Milan, one of the world fashion capital, is also of the continent's most dynamic cities in the terms of service and industry. Florence is one of our favorite cities in Italy, and it offers us an improvised Renaissance architecture as well as important works of art. Venice is one of the most special cities in the world, and as you know, it is built on water. Perhaps that we is one of the most romantic cities in the world.
The Roman Empire reached its height 200 CE. After a period of conquest in which Rome was rarely threatened at more than one border at once, the Roman Empire reached its greatest territorial extended around 200 CE, covering much of western and southern Europe, northern Africa, and parts of the Near East. From now on, the empire is slowly contracted. War of the Sicilian Vespers, 2082, 30 and 2. In the 1260s, Charles of Anjou, younger brother of the French king, was invaded by the Pope to conquer the kingdom of Sicily. From an illegitimate house-staffed child, King Peter II of Aragon duly invaded, and the war broke out between the alliance of French, Papal and Italian forces versus Aragon and other Italian forces. When James II ascended to the Aragonese throne, he made peace, but his brother carried on the struggle and won the throne in 32 with Peace of Catabellota.
The Italian wars 1444, 1559, in 1444, Charles VIII of France invaded Italy for the reason to assist a claim man to Milan, which Charles also had a claim on, and forced a French claim on the Kingdom of Naples. The Italian Republic declared in 1946. King Victor Emmanuel III abdicated in 1946 and was replaced by his son, but a referendum that same year voted to abolish the monarchy by 12 million votes to 10. The South voting largely for the king and the North for the Republic, and continued Assembly was voting in Republic. The new constitution came into effect to January 1. In 1904 an election were held for parliament.
Let's talk about the gastronomy of Italy. We have pizza. Today there is essentially two types of pizza to choose from in Italy. We have the Neapolitan style pizza or Roman style pizza. Neapolitan style pizza has a thick fluffy crust and tends to be a little smaller in diameter because the dough hasn't been rolled out so far and needs more filling. Roman style pizza has a paper thin crust and just a slight crunch is larger in diameter but typically lighter and less of gluten bomb. Now we have the Botarga. Botarga is a solid hunk of eggs, the color of the amber and blood orange, that when sliced and eaten of ground over pasta blossom into gloriously savory smoking and brunity bouquet. It's also now considered the most luxurious food stuff in Italy. Now we have lasagna. Lasagna is a white flat pasta noodle, usually baked in layers in the oven. Traditionally, lasagna wasn't made with tomatoes, only with ragu, bechamel, sauce, and cheese, usually mozzarella or parmigiano, or of a combination of both. Last but not least, we have ribollita. This vegetable soup is thick with a bread steamed of meat, because it was cheaper and more readily available of hundreds of years of the desperately poor Italian countryside.
Most famous tourist sites. Colosseum. For travelers making their way through Italy, the Colosseum is a must-see. This huge amphitheater is the largest of its kind ever built by the Roman Empire and has remained a model for sports facilities right up to modern times. Venice Canals. A gondola ride through the canals of Venice is a tradition that travelers have been enjoying for centuries. Venice is a city of islands, and the canals have long been the city's main streets, connected by a labyrinth of narrow passageways. Pompeii. The still smoking volcano of Mt. Vesuvius looks down on the remains of the city it destroyed in AD 79. But that same eruption also preserved many of the city's art treasures: frescoes, mosaics, sculptures that were encased in the lava as it cooled. Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is actually just one of many attractions in the city of Pisa, but its fame, gained from its flaw, is world renowned. Work began at the tower in the 1100s, and the sinking, which led to the lean, began by the time the tower reached the third story.
Vatican City. The Vatican is home to some of the world's most princely art and art collection. The surprise is the great Basilica of Peter White, tomb of Peter and of Michelangelo most point work the Piet. Capri. The Blue Water is of the most visited sport I'm in Italy, but there are other racers. For them, the surfboard rider from Naples, somewhere of the Amalfi coast, the fabulous island of Capri. They stay rocky. Island just from an utensil bowl. Say, it's craggy, flicks, softened by green pines of tropical planet.
Singer, Leonardo da Vinci, polymath, Benito Mussolini, military commander, Galileo Galilei, astronomer, Michelangelo, sculptor, Enzo Ferrari, Italian racing driver, Andrea Pirlo, Italian footballer, Donatella Versace, fashion designer, Giuseppe Verdi, opera artist, Julius Caesar, politician, Thomas Aquinas, philosopher, Amy Adams, actor.